Hello, this is Sadie. I wanted to come on today. It is Tuesday, October 26th, and do a longer Divine Masculine Energy reading. The Divine Masculine Energy has been very, very strong the last couple days. It's funny, I came to the park and I wanted to sit down and do this reading, and it's just so loud. Like, there's so much noise here. But it's actually a really good metaphor for the Divine Masculine's energy and kind of how they're feeling right now. Like, their emotions and their thoughts are very loud. A lot of them are really kind of not just struggling. I brought up the struggle the other day, the struggle to communicate, the struggle to truly express what they feel. But it's also like this Four of Cups energy, and this is a good depiction because it's like they see you here and you're sort of like their ultimate dream, their ultimate goal. A lot of them may be praying about you or wanting to manifest the relationship with you, but there's these other things in the way. Some of this stuff is related to their past. Some of this stuff is related to their current situation. And some of it's just related to feeling like you're out of reach, feeling like you're out of touch, feeling like even though you're their ultimate dream, they're never going to reach you. And it's this disappointment. It's this just feeling like as much as they want this to happen, that it's not going to happen. And it's really starting to get them in this energy, this Five of Cups energy, this grief, this loss. Some feel like they lost you before it even started. Some of them are feeling this energy because they walked away from you. Others of them are feeling this energy because they know how much that they've hurt you, and they're actually recognizing that now. And so there's a lot of regret and pain over that. With that too is the Nine of Swords. So a lot of them feel haunted by something that happened between the two of you. It could be directly or indirectly, but there's this energy of like dreaming about you, but also having nightmares, like all of their subconscious fears, all of their sort of deepest, the things that they hold deep down inside that they don't want anybody to know or anybody to see. It's like all coming up for them now. And because of that, they're really kind of in this limbo space, kind of in this hangman space, feeling really stuck, feeling like things in their life are beyond their control, especially their feelings and their desire and their connection with you. The other thing with this energy, though, is that for the Divine Masculines, the song that came up really strongly, and specifically it was one lyric of this song that I kept hearing over and over again, but I'm going to read the lyrics of the song. It's Wicked Game by Isaak. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing you do to let me dream of you. That's really where their energy is right now. It's like they never dreamed that they'd meet somebody like you, like you're the ultimate for them. And yet they're feeling all of this loss because they didn't realize, for some of them, they didn't realize who and what you were to them until it ended, until they walked away. And now they're in this sort of grief and regret and sorrow energy, and they're haunted by you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. They're in their dreams, they're in their head. It's like you consume their thoughts, you consume every waking moment and every sleeping moment too. It's like no matter how much they try to run and how much they try to ignore and deny what they're feeling, it's all coming up for them now. And so because of that, there's all this stuck energy. Because there's so much indecision, there's so much fear, there's so much sorrow, there's so much grief, there's a lot of indecision and a lot of sort of being suspended in air and not really knowing how to get unstuck. What's interesting though is that for many divine feminines, you're feeling the same way. So with the Four of Cups for the divine feminine, it's this energy of like wanting union, wanting to offer your cup, like here's my cup, it's yours, I'm yours, here's my heart, here's my soul, here's everything. And you kind of have this divine masculine who's just like not paying attention or not getting it or not seeing it or not seeing you. And so these three cups for the divine feminine are like this dissatisfaction and disappointment and just feeling sort of like I don't know what else I can do to get them to like pay attention to me. I don't know what else I can do to get them to understand that I'm here for them. I love them. I want to be with them. And so that's making you feel a lot of grief, loss, sorrow, feeling like almost that union is out of reach, feeling like, you know, understanding the beauty of the connection, but feeling like maybe it's never going to happen. And so there's a lot of pain and frustration around it right now for the divine feminine. For some of you, you're really having bad dreams. You're having dreams about your masculine with other people. You're having dreams, you know, about your masculine, but you two are not together. You're having these dreams where it's like something's always in the way. And for some of you, you're not dreaming at all. You're up at night. You're waking up at night thinking about them. You're waking up at night dreaming about them, wondering about them, worrying about them. And it's putting you in this sort of stuck energy and stuck space as well. So it's very, very heavy right now. You know, we are in Scorpio season this week too, especially because Samhain, which is also known as Halloween, is on Sunday. There's, you know, the veil is like the thinnest. And so all of the energies are all sort of swirling around right now, and everybody's kind of feeling it in one way or another. So let's pull some cards for the from the Eternal Messages deck to tap further into the divine masculine energy right now. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of 100% unconditional love and light, please give us clear insight and guidance as to what the divine masculine is feeling right now, so we have a better understanding. Thank you. So let's see what comes out today. Some people don't want us together, but I don't care. Yeah, for some, it's like when you came into their life, they were not expecting you at all. You will hear from me soon. And because they weren't expecting you, it was like you're just different than what they're used to, and they weren't expecting to feel what they felt for you. They may have thought it was just going to be like a casual thing, and then it ended up being so much more. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. So even though they're in that space of feeling stuck, it's like what will get them unstuck is taking action. And the fact that they don't want to hide the connection anymore is a really, really good sign that some of them will begin to take more action. Let's see. I'm not blind to the signs. I do see them. What else wants to come forth for the divine masculine? I've been thinking about proposing to you. So some are really, really close to really the ultimate commitment. They're really close to letting go of all the energy around the grief, around the past, around sorrow, and actually just, choosing your cup, choosing you, choosing to be with you. And, 4s are about stability, are about commitment. And so, once they get out of their head and really into their feelings, they'll be able to make the commitment. Once they leave this 9 of Swords behind, once they let go of the grief of the past and the fear of what may happen in the future, they'll be ready to fully commit to this union and this connection with you. So here's the message for the divine feminine, okay? So what Spirit was saying is, it's kind of a strange message, but I heard this quote years ago, probably around 2018. And it is, the divine is a needy lover. And what that means is, for many of us, when we are on our spiritual path, our spiritual journey, whatever you consider it to be, your twin flame journey, your ascension journey, whatever you consider it to be, a lot of things in our life sort of get into this space of the hanged man, because it's like Spirit wants to make us focus completely on ourselves and our spiritual path. And it does that by closing situations, ending relationships, making us discontent in things that used to work for us. It also does it by the separation of the divine feminine and divine masculine. So the truth about this journey and the truth about twin flames is that it is about your spiritual path first. Then comes the union. Then comes the connection and the union with your divine counterpart. But really, you first really have to go all in on your spiritual path and love yourself unconditionally, because that is the foundation. That is the 4. That is the foundation that brings about the stability to hold that higher love, to hold that higher union. And so many who are feeling kind of stuck, feeling like things are not moving forward in the way that you want them to move forward right now, just know that you're actually in the absolute perfect space for you right now. Even if it doesn't seem that way, even if it seems like things were moving forward and then it came to this halt and everything's stuck now, things are actually moving forward. You are learning, growing, healing, expanding. You're becoming the butterfly. And because of that, it's like once you break out of the cocoon and you become the butterfly and you spread your wings and you really grow into that unconditional love for self and unconditional love for your path, no matter where you're at, that's when you're ready. That's when you're moving this cup down and there's a solid foundation to build upon the higher love. And that's when your divine counterpart will be ready too. So just remember that, it's all love. If the divine is putting you in a position where you feel stuck right now, it's because the divine wants you to fully focus on loving yourself and growing and healing and moving forward on your spiritual path. Your spiritual path just means knowing that you are divine and adding the divinity of who you are in everything you do. It doesn't matter if you have a platform, YouTube channel, open forum with lots of people. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher, an accountant, whatever job you do, that doesn't matter. What matters truly is that you embrace, acknowledge, and accept your divinity, your divine nature, and you're putting that divinity and that light and that love into everything that you do. That is the truth of being on your spiritual path, okay? And so as you do that, you let go of resistance, you let go of the timing, you let go of all the sort of ego fears, ego doubts, ego worries. And as a result, that's when everything sort of will come together and be this beautiful union. So the Divine Feminine song is actually, it's like a love letter to the Divine Masculine, because they're here in this space, like thinking that you're the ultimate, thinking that you're, everything that they want and desire, but feeling like you're unattainable. And you just, for many of you, it's like that movie Notting Hill, like this is your cup, and you're Julia Roberts to your Divine Masculine, like I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love me. They're not getting it, they're just like, all up in this shit and wherever, whatever. But a lot of you are ready and your hearts are open. And so the song that came up for the Divine Feminine, this is a really personal song for me in my journey, but it's By Your Side by Sade. And this is kind of like a love letter to the Divine Masculine. So I'm going to read the lyrics. You think I'd leave your side, babe. You know me better than that. You think I'd leave you down when you're on your knees. I wouldn't do that. I'll tell you you're right when you want me to. And if only you could see into me. Oh, when you're cold, I'll be there, hold you tight to me. When you're on the outside, baby, and you can't get in, I will show you you're so much better than you know. And when you're lost and you're alone and you can't get back again, I will find you, darling, and I will bring you home. And if you want to cry, I am here to dry your eyes. And in no time, you'll be fine. And so that's really like the Divine Feminine. It's like you're just you're the light for them right now. They're in their feelings, they're in this grief energy, and that's why they can't move forward with you right now. And so just love them unconditionally, love yourself unconditionally, be the light that you are, be the love that you are, because as you embody more of it, you'll release all the resistance and things will come together. So that was really the message that wanted to come through. Like I said, the struggle is real for both right now, but it's real for different reasons. The Divine Masculine feels like you're unattainable, feels like they can't reach you, sees you rising, sees you growing, sees you becoming this incredible person, and feels like they're not worthy. And again, you're just like, hey, I'm here's my cup. I'm ready. I want to give it to you. I want to give you everything, So, but they just need a little more time. They need a little more time to open their hearts, to heal, and to be ready to accept that cup. So don't give up. I know a lot of you are so frustrated and just feeling kind of like, what do I do? What you do is just continue doing what you're doing for yourself. Continue pulling your energy back. If it's stressing you out, if it's causing you pain, pull your energy back from it. And really just love, value, and take care of yourself right now. And remember that you are divine, and just add the divine in everything that you do. And, you're going to make it through this. All right. So I'm sending everybody lots of love. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Take care.